So what exactly is an NFT and what does fungibility means? It's very important to understand this. NFT stands for non-fungible token. It usually represents the ownership of a digital asset, but it can also represent the ownership of a physical asset. As you will be able to see later in the NFT use cases section of this course. NFTs can be owned, collected, and traded. NFTs must be unique. They are, or at least be part of a limited edition. You cannot multiplicate NFTs unlimitedly. And they must represent the ownership of an asset, and they are also interchangeable. The process of transforming an asset into a token is called tokenization, and a token is like a certificate of an asset that it represents. NFT can be seen as a certificate of ownership and a certificate of origin of an artwork. Why do NFTs have values, or at least some of them? Well, you can see the parallelism between tokens and a banknote, for example. A $50 banknote is just a worthless paper. However, it represents the buying power, the purchasing power of $50. And people believe that it has value. In the same way, people believe that a token representing an asset like art, an artwork, has value. It's enough. If people believe that it has value, then it has value. And there is a market for it. There are many forms of assets, such as physical assets, things like property, a car, or gold, and digital assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, or numbers in your bank account, or digital art. These are all assets that can be represented in the blockchain. We also need to understand what's fungibility. Fungibility means that the assets share the same characteristics and that they are interchangeable and can be divided. For example, if I give you a $50 note and you give me a different $50 note, I have the same value. Or if I give you a $50 note and you give me 5 times $10 notes, I will also have the same value. It's all the same. If I send you 1 Bitcoin and you send me back 2 times half Bitcoin, I will basically have the same value. However, non-fungible assets are different. They are unique. And if I send you a Mona Lisa and you send me the persistence of art from Salvador Dali, they are different, right? They don't have the same value. Non-fungible tokens represent unique assets that cannot be simply exchanged with one another and cannot be divisible also. They have unique characteristics. Okay, another example. Certain Pokemon cards, like Pikachu, have a different value from Alakazam. They are different cards. Make sense? Also, if I cut the Pikachu card into pieces, I will destroy its value. And most of the times, I cannot divide a non-fungible asset. Like, I cannot divide the Mona Lisa painting, right? The same way, NFTs are unique in value and cannot be divided, as they represent one unique single asset, like one Pokemon card or one Mona Lisa painting. Now, why do we need blockchain here? Well, Pokemon cards are managed in a centralized way. They are managed by a company in Japan that decides how many cards are they going to print. And they manufacture new cards, they control the supply and demand, and they control the artwork of those cards. We trust that they are doing a good job, but someone working for the Pokemon company, I don't know, could eventually try to print a few extra rare cards for his friends, and this would be unfair, right? Blockchain allows artists to control this and to self-publish their digital art in a decentralized manner without the need of a centralized company to validate their work's uniqueness. The uniqueness can be validated by the blockchain. And blockchain is like a huge immutable database that is distributed across thousands of computers. Everything is transparent and visible to everyone. Blockchain really allows the creating NFTs that can verify the ownership and be exchanged, and they are indivisible, they are secure, and they are unique. An NFT is this kind of digital certificate stored in the blockchain. Any blockchain that supports smart contracts can have NFTs, but most of the NFTs are created in the Ethereum blockchain. And also it's important to say that NFTs allow the creation of digital assets from real artwork, okay? Allowing to create limited editions that can be tracked digitally. It is impossible to forge an NFT. Although there are many scams involving NFTs, and we are going to talk about that later in the NFT security section. One more advantage of NFTs is that the creator can also be compensated for future sales. The NFT smart contract can define a royalty percentage that will be paid to the artist every time the NFT is sold in the future. And this can happen in a totally automated way, which is really wonderful. Okay, I hope you can see the advantages of NFTs and why do we need NFTs and what is an NFT. And join me in the next lecture. Let me know if you have any question.